MRI came back favorable, but we will list him as doubtful for tomorrow night. In regards to, what are we guessing or what are we thinking going forward, we really can't make that prediction. What we can say is that the MRI revealed, as I said, nothing significant, but we deem him to be doubtful for tomorrow night.
You're already kind of down to, I think, 8 guys who are playing legitimate minutes right now. I mean, do you have any ideas of what you want to do with his minutes in the short term?
I think you can look at last night as a snapshot of what I expect to happen with, with Furkan getting more minutes, with Landry getting more minutes, the belief that TJ can come in and play a 2 or a 3 more minutes type thing. It's not Wilson coming back down into that wing spot because it's true, we're still a little bit, uncertain up at that other end. And so I feel like the lion's share of the minutes that Jimmy, the vacuum that Jimmy, his minutes has produced with his injury will come from TJ and Landry and Furkan.
The Jimmy situation may throw substitutions a little bit out of whack if he's not available. But when you look back on this second club of 10 games, do you think the progress overall of the bench has been a big storyline for you guys and the growth of the bench?
I think so, and I think, as an example, as Mike's Muscala's health has been more consistent, the opportunity for him to play sort of first play and then go 5 and 4 and 4 and 5 as an example, I think that has helped. You're still going to see sort of up and down performances from Landry and Furkan, but you've seen, what can happen when Landry's going. He really can help us. And Furkan, at such a young age, and last night as an example, him making threes and the threat of making threes all by itself has produced better spacing in a way that we can score. And so, TJ is TJ, and, I think those types of people and players, as an example, has certainly helped our bench.
Was Jimmy or the medical staff able to shed any light on how the injury happened or when?
No, and I'm sure they can tell you. I have not asked that question.
Brett, with Joel this season, have you seen him doing anything different in his efforts to get to the free throw line?
Our system has been in place, for a while, and we tweak it and rejig it, but, sort of the system chugs along. And, last year he, played at an all-star type level, and we're always wondering, what would have happened had he been healthy, and not the mask leading into the playoffs. And in that environment, he did a good job of getting to the post and into the line. And I think this year, it's been a little bit up and down. I haven't seen, a dramatic difference. I think that I can help him more, and at times he can help himself more. And so somewhere out there, is the partnership, my responsibility to find that sort of place on the court, that mindset. And I know he wants to do it, and that's mostly the bottom line. That thing we're talking about, as you've heard me say so many times with Ben or Joel, when you see the volume of free throws that somebody shoots in a game, it's always a reflection of a mentality than as much as a play call. And I feel like with Joel, we'll help him achieve that more and more.
To follow up on that, when did you notice the shift with Joel? He always says, I want to live at the free throw line, but when did you notice him really truly adopt that?
There's no defining moment. It's always stuff we're talking about. It's when did you, look at somebody and they wanted to play better defense? It's always there. It's just one of those constant things. And so, over 82 games and different matchups and different sort of environments, offensively especially, you can see it go up and down, but it's always there for him and for us. And as I said, it's my job to help him achieve that, and he too will share a role in participating in that environment.
With Ben's free throw shooting specifically, he's up just slightly from last year. It's not a huge improvement, but it's a little bit of an improvement. Is there anything you can do? Is there anything to do to help him other than just have him in here shooting them over and over again? Or do you have a goal for him with free throw percentages here?
Yeah, and it's sort of an internal, unspoken goal. But yes, to your question, I think to answer your question, I feel like it's a little bit like Jessica's comment earlier with, about Joe getting to the line. We all see Ben's improvement, trying to crush smaller defensive people, like just flying into the front of the rim and securing a deep catch. And there is a physicality and a mindset that we saw as an example early last night. I mean, that was very unique and special. And I think that in itself will produce, getting to the line. And so now what? And I think that when I watch him, his face and it's something delicate, but coaches pay attention to that, even walking to a line and accepting a ball from a referee and watching the routine and, his body language. There's no disbelief as you study those things in him going to the line. And so I like his spirit, I like his mentality, I like his notion that he wants to get there. And then when you get into the technical side, when you really try to get his elbow underneath the ball and have some level, of a bent knee type approach and not a stiff-legged approach, and having the freedom to not overthink it, all that kind of equals, I think, the ability to improve his free throw. He has lived in a gym this summer. He has spent countless hours trying to work on his free throw. And at times, it goes away, and at times it'll come back. I think we can all better judge it over a true period of games and a true quantity of shots where we can say, yep, he's definitely improved. But it goes up and down, and at the end of the day, it'll play out and sort of water seeks its level type of notion. We'll see where he is. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.